Vampire squid. Well, that's too mean. Vampire squid. You want to say it together? Vampire.
This is the vampire.
Vampire.
Very
Well, just say the thing, and then just
Okay,
say
okay.
whatever the words are. Vampire
Vampire
squid.
Squid.
Presented by Liam Baker and Josue Walker.
Vampire squid, Vampirotethus infernalis's, is a fascinating and unique deep-sea creature, often mistaken for a squid or an octopus, but belonging to the phylum Mollusca in its own distinct order, Vampiromorphidia. Basically, Vampiro Vampiroteuthis infernalis means vampire squid from hell, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. Oh, there it is. The vampire squid inhabits the mesopelagic the mesopelagic and bathypelagic zones of the world's oceans. This range extends from about 600 to 3,000 meters, approximately 2,000 to 10,000 feet, below the ocean surface, an area often referred to as the midnight zone due to an absence of sunlight. Vampire squid lives in regions with very low oxygen levels known as the oxygen minimum zone, or OMZ, where few other creatures can survive.
Habitat global distribution. The vampire squid lives primarily in temperate and tropical regions at depths of 600 to 1200 meters. Due to the lack of sunlight in the midnight zone, it is very cold, staying at temperatures of around 2 to 6 Celsius, 35 to 42 Fahrenheit. Ithaca weather. Here is a map that shows the global distribution of vampire squid populations. As you can see, it's almost everywhere, except very cold regions.
Some of the physical characteristics. Despite its ominous name, the vampire squid is quite small, usually measuring about 30 centimeters or 1 foot, which is about the size of a football. So this thing's pretty small. Its body is gelatinous and covered in a cloak-like webbing that connects its arms, giving it a distinctive cape appearance. I honestly think it looks like a little wizard, if you ask me. The vampire squid's colors can range from deep red to black, and it has large, blue or red looking eyes that are proportionally the largest eyes in the animal kingdom when compared to its body size. The squid has light producing organs called photophores on its body. These photophores can emit light, which the squid uses for camouflage and to startle predators. Vampire squid feeding and defense habits. So their diet, unlike other squids that are active predators, the vampire squid feeds on marine snow, which is an organic debris that falls from the upper layers of the ocean. It captures this detritus using two long, sticky filaments it extends from its body. For defense, when threatened, the vampire squid can invert its cape-like arms to present a larger, more intimidating appearance. Vampire squids pull their cloak over their heads, exposing spiny projections on their arms. This is known as the pineapple posture. That's pretty cool. Reproduction of the vampire squid. The reproductive habits of the vampire squid are adapted to its deep sea lifestyle. Females very slowly produce eggs over an extended period. Both males and females live for several years, which is unusual for cephalopods that typically have shorter lifespans.
Taxonomy of vampire squid. Its domain is the Eukaryota, its kingdom is the Animalia, its phylum Mollusca, its class Cephalopoda, its order Vampiromorphida, and its family Vampiroteuthidea, and genus Vampiroteuthis. Evolutionary tree of the vampire squid. As you can see here, it shows the vampire squid here and its relatives. As you can see, a lot of these are squid to octopus looking animals, which adds on to the ongoing debate on whether the vampire squid is actually a squid or not. Evolutionary traits of vampire squid. The vampire squid has developed a very slow metabolism, which allows them to live in such an oxygen minimum zone like the midnight zone, protecting it almost completely from its predators. Another adaptation is their large eyes, which are useful in dim conditions of the midnight zone, giving them permanent night vision. I don't know about you guys, but I think the vampire squid looks terrifying, and I would freak out if I saw it in the water. Climate change and human effects. Climate change affects deep sea animals like the vampire squid. As ocean temperatures keep rising, the low oxygen dead zones expand. This could potentially put stress on vampire squids as oxygen slowly depletes, so does the survivability of vampire squids and its prey like marine snow. Other than the impacts of climate change, the only way humans are impacting vampire squids is through plastic pollution, as they have higher risks of microplastic poisoning through the consumption of their main food source, marine snow. As you can see here, this is marine snow under a telescope, and there is microplastic. Oh, I said telescope? You can see here, this is marine snow underneath a microscope, and there's clearly microplastics stuck in it. Um, Thankfully, other than that, humans have little to no relationship with vampire squids as they live so deep in the ocean. They are not in any way endangered or at any sort of danger population-wise at the moment, which is good.
Here are some fun facts about the squid. Ancient lineage. The vampire. Hey! Hey!
Fun facts. Ancient lineage. The vampire squid is considered a living fossil. Its lineage dates back to around 300 million years ago, long before the age of the dinosaurs. Large eyes. Vampire squid's eyes are actually clear colored as it appears to look bright blue or red due to the lighting around it. No ink sac. Unlike other cephalopods, the vampire squid does not have an ink sac. Instead, it uses bioluminescent mucus to confuse predators, which adds to the debate over whether it's a squid or not. Energy efficiency. The vampire squid has a very low metabolic rate, allowing it to survive in the low oxygen environment of the deep sea. Vampire squid in the wild. We're about to show you a video, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, about a group of marine scientists discovering a vampire squid. It's gonna cut in 3, 2, 1.
The little
Squid?
it's
It's a squid.
It's a squid.
Oh, wow. Hey.
Oh,
Oh,
it's an octopus.
octopus.
It's an octopus.
It's
a Dumbo octopus. Is it a Dumbo
Look at
octopus?
you.
Looks like a Dumbo.
Or is
So
it a vampire squid?
pretty.
Shiny.
Look
Oh
at
my
how
God. Wow.
shiny.
It's a vampire
Wow.
squid. Is it a vampire squid?
Video, I think so.
What Brendan say?
I think he's interested in doing
this
low light
camera.
work.
Oh, you want to do this, Brendan? He's probably running
Maybe
up the
he's
stairs.
running up here.
Alright, so we'll make
Hey
sure
guys,
you don't
we
get too
want to do a
close.
real quickie on this.
Alright, video
You're
forward.
powered up, Brendan.
Great. Can you start shutting your lights off?
I know.
Got one set of lights still on, Brennan. You ready?
Almost.
20 is
Yes,
okay.
ready, and he's right in my frame.
So he's above.
There it is. Wow.
He's been blown out, so we'll see if he does anything for us.
He's going back to his
Yeah, the quiet
comfortable
spot.
state. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Hi. Your resting state.
Oh, was that a little
there
glow?
was a little glow.
From him?
I don't think it was. Unless it was a remnant.
Yeah, if he was gonna do it, he'd do it.
Really crisp shot, though.
Yeah, really cool shot.
Yeah.
Lens is
Shiny.
nice.
Yeah.
So if it luminous, would it be on the inside of the sort of umbrella?
See, that I don't know. I thought it was on the very tips of his arms, but yeah. All right.
Oh, he's really
It's beautiful.
participating with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Get him out of there.
Oh. Best music
Oh,
ever.
and it's going to, yeah.
Yeah, we should leave that part in. We should leave that part in. It's pretty funny. There's some pretty funny bits that could be.
I have to reshoot mine then, because mine was very serious.
Let me tell you what I think about fries.